Everyone, this is Nikachu. We are here with the complete Team WoW going to Grand Prix Minneapolis. We got Andrew Day 2 Dread, Adam Snapkeep Schultz, Rodney Top 8. Where's Rodney?
Give me my
hat.
Thompson.
No, I'm not giving you your
Give
hat.
me my hat.
I'm not. Oh my
And Mark Kokoklusa in the driver's seat here. We're off to Minneapolis. We're not all there to play standard. Some people are playing standard. It's going to be the last hurrah for Blue White Spirits, and also Mark Kokoklusa is going to not play Collected Company. He's going to play some Burn.
Attaboy.
Red deck wins.
Same thing.
No, that has more creatures.
Yeah, you're right.
They do something called, getting in the red zone. It's a little bit more complicated than just throwing burn spells at people's faces.
It happens.
It's a little bit more sophisticated deck.
No way. When they're down
And
at
the mirror is amazing. Oh man, I love watching those mirror matches in the top 8. They were fantastic.
Yes.
Play like, what is it, Chromat, like what is that stupid 1/1 artifact?
Oh, Bomat Courier.
Yeah, just play that Bomat Courier, go. That was sick. That was the sickest play I would see. Well, because they want to block the bigger things.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awful.
That's pretty bad.
Awful. Oh,
That's not where you want to be, but that's okay.
And the rest are here for side events.
Side events are going to be fun. That's how I make all my money. The main events are usually not very kind to me, but that's okay. Side events, you clean up all the ponies. It's good times.
And your day 2 Dryden guarantees day 2 in the
Pony
side
hunter.
events.
I have protection from ponies.
Alright, we got a sick notebook that Adam Snapkeep Schultz records for his cube.
Yeah, so I got a list of some cards that I might want to get for Cube. Not really that exciting. And at the back, I write down what I pay for cards.
Yeah, because some cards get boring. You might want to replace them. You want to know what you're selling them for.
Like this one, Angel of Invention. It's spiked, but I happened to pick them up, 8 of them for 17 Canadian, and then sold them for $56. No.
So we're at Culver's. It looks like a normal restaurant over here, but then it looks like McDonald's over here. I'm gonna get myself a butter burger.
Best of both worlds. Best of both worlds. It's a transitional sideboard. Are you taking a picture or video?
No, this is video.
Oh, wow. Mark's not in there. I don't want to be in there.
We're at a Pilot's.
I got myself a shirt.
So,
One of my favorite things when I come to the
don't
States.
mess.
Don't mess. My faith, family, firearms, and freedom.
I love all those things.
It doesn't get any more American than that.
Where is it?
Oh no.
Get out of the way.
Well,
It's
you
going
got-
back on, goddammit. Where is it?
It's at the back.
Oh, his hat. I don't know.
Land of the free.
Land of the free.
Home of the brave.
Where's the other one? What happened?
Well,
No, look.
okay, alright, we fixed it.
A wheel completely busted off. Oh, this is too dark. I can't see anything. Here we go.
It's not important.
R.I.P. The rest of it's in the elevator.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
You have 3 cards still?
Yep, 4.
Actually, please declare your attack.
Sorry?
Declare your attack.
I did.
No, you tried.
Alright, walk into the event. Walk into the event center. Mark, how's your play test going? Good? You feel strong?
I wish I crushed John 3 games in a row, but I didn't.
He keeps looking at his Romat carrier cards.
The ones that are exiled face down?
Yeah, the exile face down. Actually, he keeps cheating all over the place. I tap his creatures with Nebelgast Herald, and then he sort of untaps everything during his attacks, and then swings with it all.
Forgetting about his exert creatures, stuff like that. Come on,
I
Mark.
never forgot about my
Game rule violations. Come on, that's a pony way to lose games.
No, yeah, you did. You tried to untap your exert creature.
I'm just preparing John for all the cheating he's about to do.
Yeah. I caught
Too much breakfast?
Yeah.
Well, that's because you ate like
That's the Romat.
you ate like a brick. You ate a brick of caramel and peanut butter.
It's good though.
Was it good?
Very good.
Yeah, highly recommend. Dave's, was it Dave's downtown? All right.
Downtown.
Dave's-
I recommend the Special K bar. But if I'm gonna lose the game by
Little mini master action. Mark, Adam, even Steve, Jan. Where's Rodney? Oh, Rodney's over here. Mini master it up. Here we go. Mini masters. All right, Mini Master was a total success. We opened some serious bombs for that format, which is apparently a thing. Specifically, this bad boy here. Went to round 2 and just dropped immediately because we have to sign up for double prize modern. Double prize modern, less of a big deal when it's double entry fee, but whatever. So
is it actually double entry fee?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Double entry fee, double prize. Oh, okay, great. So
Wow, what a deal!
Yeah, so this is the list they're playing. Some straight up burn, fantastic. Rod, what are you playing?
I'll give you a clue. Here's my mana base.
Okay, so Bloom Titan, fantastic. How did your Mini Master go?
I also won.
Do you care to elaborate?
It was a good game. We had a lot of creatures with toughness, and I had one that milled.
No
so
8-0 elementals?
I milled him for probably 9 or maybe 12.
You milled him out?
Yes.
That's a good way to win that format.
I milled him out.
Fantastic. Steve, how did your Mini Master go?
I got wrecked by an hour of eternity.
Ooh! Well, at least it didn't take an hour
the
to...
one that you got? Oh, no, that's
No, I
Tormented
got Tormented Hellfire. Foil. Ooh. All right, sweet. Well, here we go. Steve, what are you playing in the modern event?
Andrew, you know what I'm playing.
I know, but the
I don't,
viewers don't. The viewers, Steve.
I don't know.
It'll be a surprise.
All right. So for those of you who aren't sure, from now on, always make sure you've got a deck list on your phone on you, because you might say, get to the event, need to fill out a deck registration,
This guy's really
and only
good.
remember
He's probably
13
better
of your
than this.
15
I
card
have
sideboard.
a Garrick in here.
And
Because
have
I
to
did.
depend on your
this is better
friends
than
with
that.
their binders
Do you think double white is better?
to see what you might throw
This
in
card
at
is
the
sick.
last minute.
Ridiculous.
Don't you agree,
I
Steve?
should play it over
Yeah.
Luxac Lee. Oh, big reveal.
You don't really care.
That's it.
Like, this
Steve
is just a
Luxac
5/5
Lee.
hex for 15.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I agree.
So everyone went to the convention center, but I am not going to dick around with those GPTs. I just learned from Wizards of the Coast. They sent me an email. Because I'm a bronze pro, I'm getting 2 buys. 2 buys. I don't even need to play in GPTs. It's not worth my time, nor did I want to anyway. I've been trying to jam a bunch of leagues here on Friday. We're 4-0 so far. Looking pretty good. I've main decked some Authority of Consuls. That's going to be the strategy. Worked out really well against actually Teamer Energy. Worked out pretty well against zombies. I gained a bunch of life, and they couldn't put zombies into play with, I think it was Crypt Breaker or whatever it is, and it's totally slowed their engine down. Did great work. So yeah, and we're playing for 5-0 in a competitive league.
Yeah, so bad 0-2, round 1 to Affinity. Game 1, 7-card hand, 6 lands, no good. 6 card, yeah, 6 card hand, 5 lands. Kind of got to keep it at that point. I had 2 Swift Spears, didn't know what I was playing against. I'm like, okay, maybe I can just peel bolts, beat him. Didn't happen. And then game 2, got stuck on 1 land, had to mull to 6 again. No interaction. I had Searing Blazes, all the stuff, but just couldn't cast anything. How about you, Steve? Steve Luxac Lee. How did your game go? Did you Luxac your way to victory?
I won 2-0.
Sounds like a yes.
Game 1 was no contest.
We watched game 1. It was turn 3.
No need to be modest, Steve. You know, no need to be modest there. It was a bloodbath.
Game 2 was a bloodbath.
Oh, really?
Got me down to 2 life.
Okay.
He was at 19 for the majority of the game.
And then you just steamrolled him from there.
I ended up getting Karn, Wormcoil, and just swinging and killing things.
All right, yeah, those will do it. Those will close out the game quick if they don't have answers. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Jen, how did you do in round 1? Oh, you weren't
I wasn't playing.
Okay. Anything
I'm like
else?
3-1 for Mini Masters. Though.
Nicknames.
Yeah, you need a nickname. All right, we'll get a nickname for Jen as well. So that's okay. Well, what's your last name? With a D?
Perfect. I know the exact one. Jan the Deck Check to Vlaming.
Jen Deck Check the Flaming. There we go. Perfect. All right, so we got our archive playmats. Steve Luxac Lee lucks out with a Kariz's expertise.
You stole my playmat.
Well, Andrew Danger Dryden over here gets a sweet, what did we say this was?
Abbot of
Carol?
Kells Keep.
Nice. Pretty burn appropriate, pretty nice. Grand Prix Detroit. I guess, I don't know, Detroit's burning to the ground. Detroit Rock City, I don't know, whatever. What do you got in Pittsburgh? Oh yeah, Detroit's better than Pittsburgh, absolutely. Still not bad.
So we just had an exciting game, grinding through Liliana the Last Hopes, grinding through Thought Not Seers, Yahini's expertise, all thanks to Always Watching, all thanks to Neville Guest Heralds, and oh my god, Essence Flux was a great card. We went 5-0, 5-0. We're bringing Merfolk to standard. Where we got? Yeah, we're bringing Merfolk to standard. We're bringing Merfolk to Grand Prix Minneapolis. Spirits is gonna be stronger than ever. I'm gonna give you a quick shot at the list as it looks like right now. Let's see. Let's go to my collection. So this is the list that I'm running. So I put in all the irrigated farmlands because when I learned that I don't really need to play something on turn 1, that's where irrigated farmland turned great. So you like play this thing on turn 1, even though you might have Topplegeist or Mausoleum Wanderers in your hand, not a big deal. You can save them for like turn 3 when you can play Metallic Mimic and the creature at the same time, and it's bigger and will get in more damage in the long run. We're gonna main deck Authority of the Console. We're gonna screw Burn. Or we're gonna screw Red Deck Wins, and it's still playable against other things. Always Watching came back in the deck. We absolutely need it against zombies. I beat a zombies deck. I beat this vampire deck because I was able to. Always Watching got out of range of Liliana the Last Hope. Essence Flux was amazing. Got around all the removal. Sideboard, I don't know if I need all these solemnities, but it'd be nice to have something against the black-green Constrictor decks. I'm in really bad shape. I mean, before I only had to worry about like Walking Ballista, but now I have to worry about Walking Ballista, all the counters, and all the removal that they have. I've got more Authority of the Consoles. I'm going to impose my authority. Sacred Cat, I have no idea if I'm going to keep this in the sideboard or not. It seems like okay against zombies and burn. I mean, Red Deck Wins, but like they can still exile the thing with Magma Sprays, and I just have a bunch of counter spells if I really need them. So yeah, this sick list really works. The Irrigated Farmland, great addition. Great addition.
All right, Rodney, so how'd your round 1 match go?
Well, as you know, I'm playing Abzan, and I got up against Living End. He got me the first game. Second game, I just got him. I don't remember exactly how, but just got him. Third game, we're in this really weird board state. Turn 2, I collected Brutality out the Violent Outburst, and then Surgical just Violent Outbursts.
Oh, wow.
So he's like, oh, damn it. And then we played a little bit of Magic. I've been casting some cards. I had a Liliana. Stuff's going on. And then we get to this point where he suspends a Living End.
Okay.
And he goes down, and I smash. And he goes down, and I smash. And he's got, at this point, his graveyard's absolutely full.
Right.
And I think to myself, I'm like, we got one shot here, top 8. This is it. And Eminem starts playing. And I'm like, this card has to be a Nile Spellbomb. I pick it up. It's a Nile Spellbomb.
Oh, ripped off the top.
Ripped off the top. I slam it on the table. I look the guy in the eyes and I say, when you're fucking good at Magic, you're fucking good at Magic. And then I proceed to emblem my Liliana and beat him to death with zombies.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, that's a got him.
It was amazing.
Oh, wow.
It was very satisfying.
Okay, good.
It's better than 6.
I didn't forget my whole set.
What are you doing?
I want to see your playmat. Let's see your playmat. Let's see what you got. Ooh. Fancy.
Then we'll talk.
Okay, how'd your round 2 go?
It was pretty good. I played Affinity.
Played against the guy that I lost to round 1.
Yeah, Affinity's pretty hard for them because I got Lingering Souls, a lot of Paths, Fatal Push,
A lot of removal.
Decay, a lot of removal.
Yeah. And
a lot of stuff that doesn't just deal damage, right? Like Abrupt Decay doesn't care how many counters are on the thing. And,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it went pretty good. I don't know. I don't want to say he didn't have a chance, but he didn't have a chance.
Kept some modest hands.
No, he just,
Yeah.
when you step into the arena with the big dogs, you better be prepared to fight. That's
Fair
all.
enough. Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know.
Yeah. My run went pretty well. Played against 5-colored Zoo. Guy was playing blue for a copy of Risefall, but he had Death Shadow, Goblin Guide, Goyf, I don't know, big stuff. It was a lot of just like pass, shoot you at end of turn, pass, shoot you at end of turn kind of stuff. So yeah, worked out.
I'm
Anyway.
pretty upset about this internet situation. I don't understand why I'm on the Wi-Fi, I'm logged in, and it just keeps waiting for a security recommendation. If any of you nerds out there know what's wrong with this internet, please tell me so in the future I don't have this problem. It's very frustrating.
We'll have a big bitch session about this GP later. There's a few things I would do differently, but overall we're having a good time. We're 1-1. We're gonna.
I'm 2-0. I don't know what you're talking
We're
about.
1-1. We're gonna beat some ponies. We're gonna get some prize tickets. It's gonna be good. All right, gonna just record this now. Sooner the better. Just gonna get it over with. Pretty salty right now. Just kind of annoyed. Lost to Nahiri control. If you want to know the reason not to play a tier 1 deck, playing against cards that are main deck hate against you, life gain, chalice, blood moon, ensnaring bridge. These are cards that suck. Part of the deal. It's part of what Modern is. Part of why it's a big extended format. It's part of why the format is interesting. I won't lie. You know, part of the deal. But man, does it suck to lose to those things. So. Yeah, game 1, just locked, prison, chalice 1, chalice 2, chalice on 3, Koth, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, part of the deal. Game 2, just start turn 0, late line of sanctity. Played around it a little bit, but I played a second one. I destroyed it. Had to play around a Boros Charm. And then turn after that, it slams his 4th land and just hard cast a ley line. Okay, great. Well, now we can't probably win. So, anyway, it sucks, but it's okay. We're going to go 2-2. We're gonna have seriously negative EV this round, or this event. It's gonna suck. All right, Modern event over. Didn't do well. Lost in the last round of the mirror match. Bad mulligans all day. Pretty brutal. 5 land hands, stuff like that. Just bad. Rodney did well though. Rodney went 3 wins split. Adam did well on a side event, legacy side event. Mark's playing standard. I don't know how it's going. John went 5-0 in 2 competitive standard leagues. He's going to crush it this weekend. But yeah, anyway, we're going to go have fun tonight. Maybe play another couple side events, go for dinner. Tomorrow, we're going to have to work.
So I didn't go just 5-0 in a competitive league. I went 10-0 in 2 competitive leagues. Deck is sick. I have to go find myself a Sacred Cat because I'm missing one out of my sideboard. Hopefully that's not too hard. Maybe I can find it in like the draft commons garbage pile. Just ran into Rodney Top 8 Thompson. He went back to his room, and I'm going to catch up with Team WoW at the convention center.
Do we have any?
At my local game store to find some irrigated farmlands. So I'm here with Team Winnipeg, and they've saved me. They found me my Sacred Cats. Ryan Zacharias here. Very, very photogenic.
Do what I can.
Loves the camera.
Do what I can.
Yeah, it's a team effort here to win this GP. So it appears that Team WoW left without me. They got their supper. So I'm trying to catch up to them. They're not at the convention center. They went back to the hotel.
But yeah, we got, I think it's what, a bit of Carol Keep?
Yeah, it is.
Carol Keep. Yeah, it's a very cool map.
Yeah.
I would have been much happier with that one than. I don't even know what sack of shit I got.
It's a 2-mana legendary from Amonkhet. I don't know what it does either. But all right, it's something about -1/-1 counters you make.
Where'd you get this from?
From playing in the event today. Anyway, yeah.
You said you had protection from ponies. You said you had protection from ponies.
Sometimes you're the dunker, sometimes you're the donkey. That's all, you know.
You're not gonna ask me how my day went, John?
So how did your day go, Rodney Top 8 Thompson?
Fairly good. I won the first round. Then in the second round, I also won that. And in the third round, I won that one too. And
This is a really exciting story.
It was pretty good. I mean, I went over it already with Andrew.
It's
so.
the too long didn't read.
Yeah, no. And drew out in the 4th round and got 700 ticks.
Holy cow. That's sick. Did you spend it on anything yet?
No, but they're sitting up in the apartment.
Make sure to put them in the safe.
Yeah, we gotta lock them in the safe.
Yeah, and then I played the Legacy events, and I didn't know the deck at all. Never played it before. Went 2-1-1.
I thought you were gonna play Modern Death Shadow.
Yeah, apparently I
Apparently no.
didn't sign up in time.
Well, you spent all that time.
Didn't sign up in time, just forgot about it. Ended up playing Rodney's Eldrazi, which was sweet.
Yeah.
The funny thing is,
So what did you play?
I didn't play Legacy. I played Modern. The
So
funny thing
you
is,
make it, you don't for Modern.
before he starts playing Legacy, he takes the cards and he's like, okay, so what do I do? I'm like, well, you just cast Big Eldrazi,
Yeah.
and then you put Chalice on 1, right?
As easy as that.
It's as easy as that. So I walk over, and he's playing against this guy who goes Ancient Tomb, Lotus Petal, tap Ancient Tomb, cast a Bob.
And I'm like, holy fuck, there is only one deck that opens like this. There is only one. He's not
Keep in mind, last time I played Legacy was like 2 years ago, and I was playing Elves.
But I'm
no idea
watching
what's
this.
going on.
I'm watching this, and I am like, there is only one deck that opens up like that, and it's that fucking eggs deck. Right? There's this weird.
I'm not aware of this deck.
You use that white 2/4 guy.
Yeah.
Pay 2 mana, return an artifact to your hand with less than
Convert mana cost 1
CMC 1 or less.
Yep.
And anyways, you make infinite mana with LED, right? And then you make a walking ballista, and you
Crazy. Okay.
kill them.
Improved eggs and Legacy.
Yeah. Anyway, it's terrible deck. It's a glass cannon. But
No force of will there.
no force of will. It dies to everything. Doesn't have any good fair cards.
Like
Anyways.
Chalice on Zero is pretty good.
Yeah, but the thing is, and then I see this opening, and I thought to myself, I'm like, holy fuck, he needs to Chalice this guy on 0. And then he proceeds to cast Chalice on 1. He had no way of knowing. Yeah, no, there's no way of knowing.
I wouldn't have known either.
No, that's the thing,
And I'm
right?
and I'm a Chalice.
And
guy.
the only reason I would have known is because I saw this deck. I was watching a stream last week or the week before, and I was like, "What is this nonsense deck?" And the only thing I'm like, "This thing is a pile of hot crap."
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I'm like, "I'm never gonna see this deck in a tournament." And then, sure enough.
This guy goes 4-0 because his next round his opponent concedes to him, and they split prize because he was playing for the buys at this tournament. Yeah, and it's just like
Why is he playing glass cannon deck?
I don't know.
Is that Bomberman? Is that what that is called?
Yeah, he denied it. He killed me with Mentor is what he really killed me with.
Oh, that's sick too.
Because the next games I like Pithing Needle his Auroch Salvagers, and it's just done. And then he attacks me. The second game he kills me with a Ballista because he has 1,000,000 mana.
Of course.
Yeah. And then the third game he attacks me with this Monster Mentor.
Things in the flap rod right away. The fries are.
All right, extracurricular stuff. You gotta have some of this. We are here in the great city of Minneapolis, the Twin Cities, going to the one, the only, Matt's Bar. For the, what is it called? The
Juicy fucking Lucy, man.
The Goosey Hoosey?
Juicy Lucy. Are you just trolling me right now?
A tad. The Juicy Lucy, Matt's Bar, home of.
The Juicy. And play, yeah.
I'm just take This is awesome. Very happy. Matt's Bar. As I said to Rodney, Topping Thompson, this place looks like it might have only had running water for a certain amount of time, but you can still get gift certificates.
Look at how small the grill is.
Yeah, the grill's like, I don't know if you can see it. It is a cubby hole. But look at this, you got merchandising. So Adam Snap keeps Schultz. How you doing, buddy?
I can eat like 10 of these.
Oh my god, you actually
So
said some words. You just like, just grunting and groaning. What do we got going on? Let's take a look.
Look at this thing.
Oh,
Look at that. Oh.
Oh, it's oozing. It's a scavenging ooze burger. There we go. Burgers. Matt's. The Juicy Lucy lives up to the legend.
Oh yeah.
Adam, you got
So
anything to
good.
say?
Oh,
So
my
good. Rod, anything to say?
Well, I mean, you just had one, right?
Yeah?
I don't need to tell you how good it is.
Right, but you gotta tell the viewers. You gotta tell the...
It is a very good burger.
So Mark, Coco, Clusa, and I, we played a ton of games. Blue-White Spirits versus Burn. He had like a really good strategy of like taking out all his 1-drops, going really top heavy with like Hazarets, Chandras, and Glorybringer to play around, you know, like the console of the authority of the console, and even my Sacred Cat. So for that reason, I had to I got killed, and then I had to re-sideboard, take out all that stuff, take out all of my original sideboard stuff, and bring in more top-heavy stuff like Disallow and Essence Scatter, and that worked out really well. And then the favor swung back in my way, but shows that there are many different plans to approach this mono red deck, and how mono red can approach us, and it's very interesting. So we're gonna see how it all works out tomorrow.
Full start!
Okay.
Alright, so we just finished eating. She scans my card,
In the restaurant downstairs.
Yeah, in the restaurant downstairs, and you two guys inexplicably are like, "We're out of here," and bolt before I can actually just sign.
I enjoy casting bolt.
Yes, before I can actually sign the receipt, which was ridiculous. But anyways, they take the elevator up, and like 30 seconds later, I come up, and Paulo Vitor Damo de Rosa,
good job,
is like coming in, and he's got like a bag under one arm like this,
loaded,
and a pillow, and he's got one of those pull suitcases, and he's like trying to get into the elevator, and I'm like, "Oh, hey man, congrats!" And he's like, "Oh, thanks."
We're winning the Pro Tour.
Yeah, he knew what I was talking about. But we go.
Video man.
They're watching the video. They know who he is, and they know he just won the Pro Tour. Can I finish my fucking story?
If you don't fuck up anymore.
Anyways, and you know, he's like struggling, and he can't push the elevator button. So I said to him, "I'm like, do you need a hand?" And he looked at me like he didn't know what I was saying, and I said, "You can't just mulligan this one away." That's funny, right? But he didn't even chuckle or laugh. It was like a super awkward force line. He's like, "Hey, yeah, it was difficult to win with those." I'm serious. And I was like, "Okay."
He's like, "You scrub.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me like you know what it's like to mulligan in a high pressure situation."
Yeah, I know. But and then he went up to his floor, and he's like, "Yeah, good luck in the tournament tomorrow." And I was like, "Yeah, you too."
Everyone, it's day one of the GP. Mark, Coco, Klusa, and I, we've got buys. We have 2 buys. He won a GPT. I'm a bronze pro. And now, this is the first time I've actually slept in, like with my sleep-in special. Beautiful. Which is now standard. They just, you know, they let you sleep in. But I've never had that sort of situation because all the other guys, they usually have to wake up early, and you don't really get to enjoy a sleep-in special. So we're gonna destroy them. We put in the reps. Mark learned his deck yesterday. And now we're on our way there. We had a breakfast this morning. I thought it was incredibly underwhelming. I don't even think this coffee works.
Whoa! Death Majesty. Yep. Pop that disc. Magic on the...
Okay, Saturday morning, about to go into round 3. Steve Luxack Lee here with Andrew Day 2 Dryden. We're walking over to the feature match area right now. Here, I'll stop a little bit up because I don't want to give too much information or start making a scene over by the coverage area. But basically, John is about to go into a feature match. Did a little elbow rubbing, made sure they knew that a bronze pro by the name of John Zacek was in attendance today. Try to get him on feature match, so we're gonna go be support. Now we got time before we have to go sign up for a. Oh, there he is, right there, making his way. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We're gonna be fun, and then we still have time before we got to go sign up for more modern events today. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time.
Very important that we help these communities so they keep coming out. It's great. Now, you go on the registration book first before you get it on. That will help accelerate our registration.
We have to get John onto every feature match then.
Yeah.
Are they gonna put?
Well, of course, for like round 3, when the super pros don't come out, they're gonna put the bronze pros for round 3. I was playing against the super aggro mono red deck, and you know we were completely prepared for it. I had the plan. Sacred Cat even saw play post board, but he magma spray. Oh no, he incinerator, he floated.
Oh. Hey man, that's
value.
That's a bad trade, man.
You know, it's not gonna go at the spell quellers that finished him off. It's not gonna go with the spell quellers.
Well, while you were busy, gallivanting on camera and whatnot, we're here practicing for the modern side of it.
Barely
You're
alive.
about to tell me this was the side of it, and you got paired
Sadly
against
not,
each
no.
other.
Going back to Merfolk, here's the list, blah, blah, blah. All right, yeah. I'm sure your channel's going to love it. He's giving up Burn. He's going back to Merfolk. Well, whatever. Here we are. We're having fun.
You got burned out with Burn.
I did get burnt out. That's
You got
very
burnt
true.
out of playing Burn.
That's true. Oh, and Mark. Of course, Coco Cluset. How'd you do in round 3?
I crushed him.
Nice, attaboy.
Yeah, 3-0.
Do you have any more commentary or just crushed him?
I got lucky.
and
I topped like the shock to win the game.
My,
That was great.
my opponent, the most anyone did any damage to him before me was only 2 damage.
Whoa.
In only 1 game. He annihilated his first 2 round opponents.
I'm pretty excited because I got my Expedition Gauntlet Shrine.
It's upside down.
Oh, is it? I also got a Temple Garden, but it's somewhere in here. Now, it would be lovely if I could use this Gauntlet Shrine, but unfortunately, a very mean person played this card on me.
Feel the hate. Feel the hate.
Yeah, the 50s. Well, I guess it's like $2 now. $2 spreading seas on the like $100
$1 million
Gauntlet
Godless Shrine. All right, sweet. Okay, going into round 3, feeling good, or going into round 4.
Feeling confident. Feeling confident.
That's right. All right, gonna make spirits great again, or for the first time.
PSA, people at Valakut, you need 7 lands. You need 5 mountains plus 1 additional mountain plus Valakut itself.
So don't get scummed.
Don't get scummed, because we're not 100% sure, but we think Adam might have got scummed.
Anyway.
Okay, anyways.
You got a long story about
I got
doing that.
not a long story. We sat down. The first game, I was like, Thoughtseize, Collective Brutality, Thoughtseize. Like, I just tore his hand apart, and I was drawing all these extra cards off Bob. It probably was not very fun for him, and I crushed him. And I think he was a little bit salty. So the next game, I've never played with baubles before. I was not spending that kind of money, but whatever. I took the plunge. They were on sale for 20 bucks. I got a couple baubles, put them in. I never played with it. I thought it said draw a big card at the beginning of your next upkeep. It doesn't say that. It says draw a card at the beginning of next turn's upkeep.
That's true.
Right? So
You gotta play with the cards. It matters. That's why people lose it at pre-releases and stuff all the time.
For sure. So I cracked a bauble at the end of my turn, saw he was going to draw a Sorin, passed the turn. He drew the Sorin, right?
Yeah.
And then I went to my turn, and I drew a card, and then I drew a card for Bauble, and he's like, Judge. Called the judge over, drawing extra cards. He Thoughtseize me, took a fucking land out of my hand that I really needed for my hand to come together, right? And I was pretty upset about that. I thought like that was kind of, it was an honest mistake. I didn't know. I mean, yeah, maybe, whatever. But then,
well, I mean, in his defense, that is like
that's how it's supposed to work.
It's competitive REL, and that isn't how the game works.
Okay.
That isn't how the card works. I'm just,
Okay, all
well,
right.
I don't know. I'm hearing the story for the first time.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Whatever. I'm here to play Magic and have fun. It was like the second turn.
Right.
It's not going to impact the longevity of the game. And we're talking about drawing a card at the beginning of my turn versus drawing a card at the beginning of his turn.
Right.
But he was trying to get me out of drawing a card. He was trying to scum me out of drawing my fucking card off Bauble. That's all he was doing.
Okay.
Anyways, whatever. Game goes on. He misses, and he calls himself on it. He misses a Bitter Blossom trigger. What do you want me to do? I'm like, let's fucking call a judge. So we call a judge. Judge comes over. He's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do this? And it's like getting kind of tense between us now, right? Because now we're a little bit pissed off at each other. We're judging on each other. Anyway, so I told him no, no Bitter Blossom trigger, pal. Whatever.
Right. Well, that's a missed trigger. That's totally
a
legit.
and I get to choose. It's a beneficial trigger, right?
Okay.
Anyways, later on in the game, he attacks with Shambling Vents, which Liliana the Last Hope, which ripped him apart, by the way. So that is such a good card, so underrated. Anyways, attacked the Liliana the Last Hope, and I'm like, okay, put the thing down. He's like, go ahead, passes the turn, draw my card. Bob, draw my card.
Like Dark Confidant.
Yeah, Dark Confidant. Play a land, like a whole bunch of other stuff happens, and then he's like, oh, I forgot to gain 2 off the Shambling Vent. And I'm like, absolutely not. You missed that trigger, man. He's like, I'm like, you missed that trigger, man. He's like, you can't miss Lifelink. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Judge. And we call a judge over. The judge comes over and says that that's correct. You can't miss Lifelink.
Right.
And I get a warning for failing to miss triggers. are failing to maintain game
state.
state, and he gets a warning because he didn't announce his lifelink trigger, but he didn't get to gain the life because they can't back the game up far enough.
He didn't main game state either.
Anyway, so then I said, I'm like, dude, this is stupid. I hate playing Magic like this. Like, let's just fucking start again. Let's sling some spells. Let's have some fun. At this point, I know I'm going to destroy him. He's got nothing in his hand.
Okay,
I've got like
it's pretty easy to be the big man when you're, in the victory circle.
Yeah, it was like I had like an extra lily of the last hope, and if he ever gets rid of this lily, I'm just going to slam another one.
Right.
I've got like 5 cards in my grip, and he's hellbent, and yeah, it was. But I was like, hey man, let's let bygones be bygones.
Did he say screw off?
No, he was like, you're right.
Awesome. You know what? Screw you and the horse you rode in on.
No, he's like, you're right, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, you know what, I'm sorry, we were both out of line. We hugged, and,
And then what?
he gave me his phone number. We're going to meet up later on tonight.
Well, I
mean, feeling pretty good. I don't usually on the first date, but, Did
you end up winning the round?
I did, I won.
Okay, all right.
I won 2-0.
Okay, all right, fantastic.
I stayed over by the airport.
So in the modern side event, things are going really well for Andrew's day 2 Dryden.
Much better than yesterday.
Yeah, the opponent's not even here.
I'd like to thank Tyler Koch if he's ever watching this video. Thank you for the free game win. Yesterday I couldn't win a game if my life depended on it.
The spirits of Merfolk is with you.
Yeah, well here, would it have been a mulligan? Because yesterday was full of mulligans. Let's see what it would have been. Is this keepable? That's pretty good. I like this a lot, actually. All right, well.
John Zatrick, are you streaming right now?
What is it? Is it an hour delayed?
This is not live. Weird. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. The luck has come back to me already. So
there we go.
Yeah, here we go. You don't have to.
But my round did not go nearly as well. I was up against a very good player playing black-red control stuff like Goblin, Dark Dwellers, Chandra, and Big Chandra, and Liliana the Last Hope, all 4. And I had a good hand in game 2 with like 2 negates and disallow. It didn't mean anything. It just didn't mean anything. So I lost. No shame losing to that deck. That deck was built to beat me. It was built to, well, it's really built to beat everything else, but I get all the splash damage.
You know what I just realized? Maybe the guy was a pony, so the protection from ponies is kicked back in.
Oh, yeah.
He's not even allowed to sit down at the table.
But the thing is, I need to stay in the winner bracket, because the longer I can stay in the winner bracket, I mean, well, you want to stay in the winner bracket anyway, but I really wanted to play against all the red decks.
It changes the decks you play against.
Absolutely.
Right? Like it changes the whole format.
I think even then, all the red decks are going to rise to the top. It's too powerful a deck. And if I could stay in the winner's bracket, I could keep playing against those red decks. So whatever. Losing very early in a GP, nothing unusual. Usually I lose because I play like an idiot in the first 2 rounds, but this time it was...
You're like half awake and...
Yeah, I'm half awake. What's going on? The coffee's not kicking in yet. But this time I just legitimately lost. Whatever.
Oh, well, that's not... Yeah, no, it's not really
I'll cast my hybrid mana spell. I'll cast my...
Lost round 3 against Team Emerge. Bit disappointing. That's a good matchup. I have great interaction, but unfortunately the hands didn't play out. I remember I think game 1 my hand was just clunky. It didn't turn out so well in round 3, but I'm not out of it yet. We're gonna keep playing on, but don't want to fall too low into the losers bracket. I want to keep playing against those mono red decks. I want to keep them coming, but I have a feeling they're going to be at the top end of the the leaderboard.
Now I'm 2-0.
Okay, 2-0 in the modern side
2-0
events.
in the modern
Saturday
side
afternoon.
event.
I have no idea where John is or what the records are.
He lost the last one. I saw him come by, so now I think he's 3-2.
3-2. Oh, rough. Okay,
Rough.
So, but how did your round go?
My round went well.
Sorry, did you say earlier what you were playing?
I'm playing Abzan.
Okay, Abzan. And whose list is it? Do you want to say? If you can.
Willie Edel's list.
Willie Edel's list?
Yeah,
all right.
Basically.
Okay.
I won the first game. He was playing Esper Delver. I didn't realize it was Esper Delver. I thought it was like Esper Fair stuff. So I beat him in the first game.
Delver's fair. What's wrong with Delver?
Well, I didn't think he had any creatures for Fatal Push.
No, I know. I'm just
right. So in the second game, I saw, and he won the first game. In the second game, I sided out all of my
removal,
all my Fatal Pushes, which might have been a mistake, but it didn't matter. I ended up beating him anyways. And then in the third game, he drew honestly half the lands in his deck.
Wow.
And I just ran him over. It wasn't even a game really.
Unbelievable.
It was like a slow bleed out. And he actually.
Those are the
it was
frustrating
funny.
ones.
He's like, oh my god, come on! And then he did that. He gave me the 2 turns in a row. And I said to him, I'm like, dude, you're gonna have to work on your poker face. And he's like, well, how am I supposed to keep a poker face when this is my hand? And
He just throws your hand?
He threw his hand on the table, and it
man.
was 6 lands.
Oh, okay, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
All right, you can't. Yeah.
But well, I mean, you gotta bluff something.
No, I know. It's just yeah.
But whatever. I mean, the guy was tilted. He was a nice guy. Bob was his name. Bob and Rod. Showdown. Anyway, yeah, it was fun.
Cool.
All right, let's go find out.
Well, here,
You want me to hold it now?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I can't flip it around. I don't have the newer version. So I played. So round 2, I didn't face an empty chair. That's good news. I played against Grixis Death Shadow. It was awesome in the sense that it was nice to get back in the Merfolk, back in the school of fish. Game 1.
He's doing it for you guys.
I'm doing it for you. And the fact that I'm having fun today. So I'm doing it for a bit for myself.
That's the most
And we're
important
2-0, so we're doing a little bit for prize tickets at the moment. It was great. Game 1 went pretty well. Just sort of rolled out creatures.
How was your first round?
I was against the empty chair, remember?
No, we didn't know if you said that on camera.
I got it on John's video.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. Game 2, I had Gemstone Caverns in my opening hand on the draw, so put it out. He had to read it, fair enough. But I had to exile a card as well, so started with like a 5-land hand because I had to mull to 6. So it was kind of weird. But turn 1, I went Relic because I had 2 lands out, so his graveyard was never a thing. But I couldn't draw enough gas. I just started with 5 cards in hand basically. So even though I had some interaction, it wasn't great. And then game 3 was really tight, really close. I just the big blowout, the big dunked on moment came in
The manabase.com.
The manabase.com get dunked on moment was when he tried to Colligan's command on his 3rd turn. My Master of the Pearl Trident and my Smuggler's Copter dispelled him.
And as fans of the Nikachu channel know, you always play around the dispel.
Always play around.
Always.
Dispel. Yeah, I was like fantastic. So that was the big dunked on moment. Sort of just ground him down after that. He just didn't have enough spot removal. Snapcaster, exile the relic, no target, so it was good. Guy was really nice. Used to be or is a viewer of Nikachu's apparently, so maybe he sees this. Guy was really fun to play against. He was a really good guy. So yeah, now we're just gonna, see what's going on.
Alright, I won my last round against Dredge, actually. Played against Dredge. Another Emerge deck, so I sort of got my revenge against it. Sort of wishing I had Scavenger Grounds in my sideboard instead of that Sacred Cat. Didn't really expect so many graveyard decks. Well, we got a sick game from Mark Coco Clusa.
So my opponent's on black-green Constrictor, and he traversed for the giant 3/5 spider that's just basically Green Master Waves. It's going to stop me.
Yeah, the Green Master of Waves brings tons of spiders, all with reach.
And he passes the turn, and I look at my hand, and it's like, how am I going to deal with the spider he's going to cast next turn?
Yeah.
Well, I collected the Defiance, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make him discard his hand and draw a new one.
That's how Red
Worked out.
The most amazing play I've heard in Standard of all time. I just won my last round against Zombies. It was, don't think my opponent was very happy about what he just lost against. I probably could have I won it in 3, but I probably could have won it in 2, but I forgot my Authority of the Console trigger, and I was off by 1 life. Oh, that 1 life. I'm forgetting all my triggers. Oh, this deck is so much harder to play on paper than online. Online is ways all the triggers just happen for you. Like there was some Nebelgas triggers that I missed because I was like main phasing some creatures. I didn't think that I wanted to tap down anything, but it could have got me some free damage. Anyway, still X and 2 in the running for top 8. Well, we're gonna bring spirits to day 2.
All right, so modern side events. We're trying to rebound on day 2 here, or day 1, I guess, day 2 of the trip. 3-0. We managed to beat Affinity round 3. It's pretty awesome. Obviously, I was not happy to see Affinity with Merfolk sitting across the table, but game 1 we got rolled. The guy just beat us down. Can't beat him. Game 2, we got pretty lucky. We had Dismember for a Steel Overseer, and we were able to just lord him out quickly. We just managed to aggro him out. Got lucky.
It helped that he was using Spire of Industry to pay for his life, and he thought seized twice, which cost him 2 life, 4 life in total. And then game 3, we just got lucky board state. We tried to aggro him out again. There's a little bit of interaction. We had a gut shot for a Steel Overseer. We had Harbinger come in flash, bounce. Guy played really well. He kept representing threats. He kept representing plays that he had. Galvanic Blast in response, things like that. But he was bluffing the whole time. But it's like, and I probably would have respected it if I didn't have any other option. I was like, you either go for the win right now or you're just not going to get it. So anyway, there you go. It was awesome. Affinity down. Yes, back on the Merfolk train, back in the saddle.
So Andrew Day to Dryden this is just a formality. He went 3-0-1,
I guess.
3-0-1, and Rodney Top 8 Thompson just counting up the tickets as we speak. He's gonna add them all up. Oh, that's a big number. That's a good day for Rodney Top 8 Thompson. And close to X1. Just beat Sam Black though.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Sorry, taps for any color when.
And now for something different, we got Allies versus Merfolk.
Life totals are currently 5 with the Merfolk, 63 for the Allies.
This is ridiculous.
Draw for turn. Alright.
I suppose your copter could be swinging into
This is true, I just realized that last turn. I'm super loose right now.
Are you picture or video?
No, this is a video.
This is after 2 days. We got 1 more to go.
Round 8 scrapped a win in against Black-Red Control. It's got some revenge. He just flooded right out. That's what I need. You need to run good. Running good has just happened. I'm glad I took advantage of it. Didn't waste my run good. Flooded right out. Or he got massacred actually in game 1. Game 1 was funny. So he's stuck on one land. He's like, go to discard. And I'm like, I want to start playing Nebel Guest Heroes, but I can't because I want him to keep discarding cards. I want him to lose value. If I play something, he's just going to shoot it down, and I don't lose anything. So this actually happens for like 4 turns. I keep playing land drops. I don't play anything. I let him keep going to discard. So I win that one, and then he just let it out badly in game 3. Yeah, it sort of looked like he had a bunch of disruption in his hand, but it wasn't actually true.
All right, went back to the room for a while, left the convention center, not sure what's going on exactly, if John's been keeping up to date, but he's now going into round 9 here. He's playing a green-black Constrictor list of some sort. We're going to see how it's going. Hopefully he does well, pulls through. I'm not sure what his record is right now. So, John, round 9 in the books. How are we doing?
Oh, we just cleaned up Black-Green Constrictor. I'll tell you how it's done. Game 1, you just don't play around anything and then get crushed by Walking Ballista and Liliana the Last Hopes and all this other BS that I can't deal with. But in game 2, you get your aggro on and you spell Queller things and then Rattle Chains other things and finish them off with Always Watching. And in game 3, they just mulligan down a 4. And,
ooh, ouch.
Oh, but the scary thing is he kept hitting his land drops.
Oh no.
Because he went land, Constrictor,
oh, no.
and then land, and then I stopped playing things. I was ahead on board.
Right.
He actually made I was just ahead on. I was ahead on board. He just stopped playing things, and I kept holding up the mana. And I did have a spell Queller, and he just declines to play like Anissa in his hand.
Yeah, it's funny, when I walked up, I saw the last couple minutes of the match, like the last maybe 3 or 4 turns, and then you guys scooped and all that, and I saw your hand the whole time, but I stayed on this side of the table, and I laughed anyway, and he goes, okay, so, just so I know, what'd you have in your hand? And completely,
everything.
Yeah, and John just goes, everything.
Yeah, you got Essence Flux, Spell Queller, Selfless Spirit, Always Watch.
Yeah,
I had it all.
it was totally true, and I was like, oh my god.
Essence Scatter, too.
Yeah.
Essence Scatter and Essence Flux.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Whatever you got, I got it.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous. It was just flat out everything.
So
wow.
The top 8 Dream is still alive.
Sweet.
Tomorrow we got to play good players. And I don't know if I've mentioned this yet in the vlog. This deck is weak to good players.
Is that it? You can't sideboard against that?
it's very hard
protection
to sideboard.
against things with
Sacred-
pro points 10 or more?
Sacred Cat is not very good against good players either, apparently.
Oh no, why?
One of my opponents, which was Black-Red Control, he was just like, kill everything else off, and then when he had Kalidas in play, he Sweltering Suns my 2 Sacred Cat.
Right.
Like 8-1. Ouch.
Lusa's 8-1?
Yeah, he's like,
wow, Mark's 8-1.
Yeah,
How come you couldn't learn from him?
He learned from me! He learned from me! What is this nonsense? Learn from him.
All right, so Saturday night, Rodney, Andrew, we're not playing in day 2, unfortunately. Actually, wait, we never even we weren't even in the main event. We were not allowed to play in day 2, even though we didn't register for the main event tomorrow yet today. Can you believe that? Unbelievable, Wizards. Come on, show some respect. So anyway, we're going for pizza.
Ice cream first. We're going to Izzy's Ice Cream.
Izzy's Ice Cream.
And then we're gonna go to Pizzeria Lola.
Pizzeria Lola. I assume these are
fucking jabrones in the room.
Stop swearing. He has to edit if you swear.
Really?
Yes. So anyway, everybody else is getting ready for day 2. They don't want to go out too late or whatever. Can kind of understand. However, in the restaurant of the hotel, we were also snubbed by another very important Magic player, PVDR.
Thanks.
It's okay, I get it. He probably already ordered.
So.
I think the guy ordered before we asked him if he wanted to go for pizza with us, so it makes sense that he said no. I get it. It's okay, you've already got the food on the way. But it's his loss, because we're gonna go have some fun. All right, so we just had some of the best pizza I've ever had in my entire life. Lola's?
Lola's Pizzeria
Lola's. Pizzeria Lola's, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Some of the best pizza I've ever. Oh man, amazing, fantastic, great service, everything, fantastic, 5 stars. Now we're Izzy's
Ice Cream Parlor.
Izzy's Ice Cream Parlor, again, Minneapolis.
There's all the flavors up there.
Forget the flavor.
They're known for having lots of different.
Forget the flavors.
They have basil flavor.
Look at these cones. Look at the size of these cones. This is the place to be. Check. Oh yeah. All right.
That's actually how.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say that's actually how cones were invented.
How?
At I think like in the early 1900s at the World's Fair, there was an ice cream stand beside a waffle stand, and the ice cream stand ran out of dishes.
For real?
Yes, ran out of dishes, and they went to the guy in the waffle stand and said, "Can you make us some way to hold ice cream?" And he's like, "What about if I roll a waffle up?" And I'm serious, and that's
it
how
works, man.
And that's
right?
how the cone was born.
It's like a sandwich, but yeah. Look at this. This is like a euro. For those of you who haven't been to Greece or whatever, it's like a euro of ice cream in this delicious waffle. Oh man.
Go ahead and get that.
So I just lost my first round of the day against Black-Green Constrictor. I mean, I was down 1 game. We had a really close match, but in game 2, I had the win on the board. I just had to Essence Flux the same creature twice, get an Ishkana out and a bunch of spider tokens. I just had to, I played a Nebelgest Herald, tapped the Ishkana, and then I had to Essence Flux twice to tap down 2 spiders, play an Always Watching next turn, and attack for the win. And I Essence Flux one of my creatures, and then tap Ishkana for the 2nd time. I'm like, oh my god, what have I just done? And I had a chance to top deck a Spirit next turn, but it didn't happen, and then the game slipped away. The first game of the day is always very hard. Oh my god, Mark Coco Clusa, what have you done?
It is a fucking horrible promo. No one wants that card.
Terrible.
It's not worth anything. I'm never gonna play it. I already have to.
He might have looked like he just lost, but he didn't. Just scraped through a win against the mirror. How many red decks now have you played?
I played against 4.
I played against 1.
Of them. But I lost to a match I should have never lost to, which was blue-red control.
Oh, that's a beating.
That is like 80% in my favor.
He's still feeling it
If I
from
win the
last
die
round. Still feeling it.
My opponent Wrath turn 3 when he was on the play. And the next game, I needed to draw a desert to kill him on 1 life, and I never did.
Sick.
That was awful.
So I scrub out of the main event. Never played against mono red. Ended up playing against a bunch of black-green decks and a control deck. To hell with this tournament. I'm going to modern. We're going to play the real Merfolk deck. They were as of yesterday. Sadly, Mark Kokoklusa, 14th round, X2, finally lost.
Wait till you get him on camera.
Well,
not me.
well,
People don't want to see my ugly face.
Well, he may not want to be on camera.
Why wouldn't he? He's Coco Clusa. He loves the camera. Still doing great. He's still having a great tournament.
Still in for prizes
Yep.
and pro points. Or points. How many points do you get at X3?
1 pro point.
Fight for that. Hey, that 1 pro point got me bronze, can get you bronze.
That is 2 buys as of yesterday.
Yeah, as of... You did great, champ.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Team WoW is very strong. You start off with a win in the Moderns.
I did, yeah. I played a guy named Josh. I've never played him before. I've seen him around. He's the guy who cruises around in a wheelchair and has someone help him play. Really nice guy. And he loves goblins.
Loves goblins.
Loves goblins, and I mean, I kind of ate it apart.
I'm glad you got it and sent me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I played against a great guy. I played against a fan, Lonnie, and he was playing Death Shadow. Unfortunately, it still wasn't in the cards for me.
Josh right there.
You played that game fine. But
Josh is on his way.
Wheeling away.
Game 1.
Like game 2, I just mulliganed down to 4 because I didn't see any lands in any of the hands. Looking at my 5-card hand, oh my god, this has Master Waves, Mirror Reacher, and Kira, Great Glass Spinner. I'm never getting here. So whatever. Okay, so they got this sweet Bontu's Reckoning playmat. Everyone wants this playmat. I'm in the main event. I tried to go get this playmat and my promo card just not too long ago.
You need the Progenitus.
Yeah, the Progenitus. Whatever. And so they tell me you can't get the Bontu's Reckoning playmat because you didn't register before June something. It was an incentive for people to...
Like 2 months ago, June?
Yes, the end of June, like June 24th.
Garbage.
This is ridiculous.
This is the poniest GP I've ever been to. I've been to like what, 5, 6 GPs now. This thing is a joke. The judges have been complaining about all stuff behind the scenes.
Tell us about the prize wall.
Oh, the prize wall is a joke. There's no singles. They've got nothing except like the standard sealed stuff, which they're not allowed to run out of. Like there's.
Let me just jump in here. I got a little bit of a bone as well.
Let's hear it all.
Packs are $10. Boxes are 300. 10 ticks. But that's another thing. Why can't it be 1 tick?
Yeah. Everything's a multiple of 10.
Everything's
divided by 10.
Divided by 10. You're just
stupid.
making it more complicated for me. Anyways, if 1 pack is 10 ticks, how much is a box?
360.
360. Why is a box 360?
Because it's 36 packs.
Well, but
you don't get nothing for buying. Well, that's at every GP, but still, this
what really?
Yeah,
every
it's
GP,
at every GP. Yeah,
GP.
But
yeah, this is the poniest GP I've ever been to. Like pastimes, like stop phoning it in. Come on, I know.
Well,
we get
goodbye
it.
pastimes.
Well,
Hello,
exactly.
Channel Fireball.
Right, exactly.
From now on.
Tier 1. Tier 1.
Yeah, unbelievable. The company's been the only nice thing so far. Unbelievable.
I'm on the. All right. So all these boxes I won in these side events, I post them on our local trade board. Hey, I'll be back in Winnipeg in the next couple days. Looking for $120 a box. Make an offer.
Canadian.
Yeah, Canadian. Shoot me a PM. Whatever. Couple guys. I'll give you 100. I'll give you 105. Whatever. One guy messages me.
I know.
I will give you $60 and I will mow your lawn 4 times. And I'm like, and then like 15 minutes later, he sends 3 question marks in a separate speech bubble, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
That's a good deal.
Why doesn't stop swearing?
He said it's fine.
It's fine.
Anyways, so I messaged him back. I'm like, look, I live in an apartment. I don't have a lawn for you to mow. How about you give me $60 and you suck my dick 4 times? And then I wait 10 minutes and I send him 3 question marks.
So after losing the first round in the side event against Death Shadow, I played against 2 more Death Shadows and got my revenge against both of them. So I'm 2-1 and I'm just gonna keep trucking along.
Because that's where this guy's from.
Here's Andrew J2 picking the value out of bulk crap left by somebody.
Apparently this horse token.
Yeah.
Apparently this thing
is Let's see what Andrew J2 did. Master Speculator.
I'm just grabbing all the uncommons.
Stop yelling.
I'm gonna yell over this stupid speaker.
He's got a horse token. uncommons. He loves uncommons.
I wish this
If
thing
I had
was
a sacred
rare.
cat token, I'd get that for you, John.
I have enough sacred cats.
I was joking.
Immediately shuts him down.
So round 4, I lost against the Mirror, against a fellow fan, and in round 5, I won against Blue Eye Control. Long grindy get matchup, but I pulled it through. So I barely had any prize tickets, so I got some browned Dragon Shield play sleeves because I gotta dump the hyper mats. They're really marked, they're really crappy. I'm really disappointed that I have to dump the hyper mats, so we're gonna try out the Dragon Shields now. So it was a very successful weekend for almost everyone except me. Even Adam Snapkeep Schultz cleaned up in the drafts, the seals. He was opening boxes of cards.
Just opened like 32 packs. Sweet. Got 5 mythics. 5 mythics.
5 mythics.
Foil.
Foils all over the place.
Yeah, foil full art. Mountain.
Sweet.
He's not accepting your
Hey Phil, I noticed that you're screwing around over there with the red light. I was calling to let you know that you flipped over by accident. Like fuck. It's over.
It's like oh, Aaron! I got news for you.
What's that?
This was just
Okay, so Andrew Day2Dread had a sort of a rough day in today's event, playing against elves, losing into that, losing to Lantern Control, going all the way into like the 0. I don't know. He got a bye.
I got a bye
from an empty chair. But then last round he's up against elves
again. Like the word. Where was the affinity players? How come I didn't face all 3 of our horrible matchups? Anyway, bad. But I bought Gemstone Caverns on Friday.
You get your gemstone. You get your Gemstone Caverns.
I bought them on Thursday because I'm like, this is stupid. But you know what? John knows what he's talking about. I'll buy a couple of copies, whatever. Worst case scenario, I sell them back, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have them in the list today and the other day, and wow, it's amazing. This card is fantastic. Today, for example, today against elves.
Last round,
so whatever, but at the same time, like, we're having fun, so we're trying this out. Gemstone Caverns opening hand, fantastic. Drop it, he goes, what does this do? Read it, buddy.
We got a reader.
Right? So he goes, okay, so I pitch a Silver Gill or something that wasn't really helping. He goes, turn 1 Mana Dork. I go, turn 1 Dismember.
Got him. Look, killing the Mana Dorks, immediately starting out with the Lords.
Turn 2, he goes, no land drop, because he needed the Mana Dork.
Oh!
So he goes, Elvish Mystic or another Mana Dork. Oh, that's right, first turn, anyway. And then I go, turn 2, gut shot. Like, bam, it's done. Like, you've got no chance. Because of...
And you can just curve out from there.
Curved out from there, it was fantastic. Went Harbinger. The best. Oh, sorry, no, ask your question.
When you won the, did it help at all when you won the boxes?
It's my former friend.
No, there was one game I did it, and it helped out a lot because I was able to drop 2 relics against Grixis Control on turn 1. Which is pretty awesome because like, oh, my graveyard is... He ended up casting 2 Snapcaster Mages for no value because he's like, well, my graveyard doesn't matter today.
So he just beat you down with these guys.
Yeah, well, it was awesome. And then one other time, though, it was awesome. This guy, the Grixis Control guy, he thought it was like a gemstone mine.
Oh yeah.
So he's like, the counter goes away now. I'm like, nope, this stays on. This is like gemstone mines
Forever.
for days.
Mines for days.
Mines for days. We have a note from our nice room attendant. I can't read this. Zudaira? I can't read this. Judaira, maybe. But she's clearly an aspiring artist. I should throw a little bunny ears on here, some Nikachu bunny action. But her message to us, when they cleaned the room, they saw we must have been here for a tournament of some kind. Don't stop until you're proud. Well, we stopped there a little early, apparently.